Okay, ladies and gentlemen, let the opposite sides of this debate unite. Here are my own official thoughts on this long-awaited installment to this beloved franchise. Yo, what is up, my Cinedroids? G to the S here. Today, I'm going to be reviewing Harrison Ford's last time as the beloved character that we all cherished for about 40 years, Indiana Jones and the Dial of Destiny. Finding himself in a new era, approaching retirement, Indy wrestles with fitting into a world that seems to outgrown him. But as the tentacles of an all-too-familiar evil return in the form of an old rival, Indy must don his hat and pick up his whip once more to make sure that an ancient and powerful artifact does not fall into the wrong hands. Just like always, right? Well, Indy doesn't sure have to worry about it anymore, because I'm pretty sure this is Harrison Ford's final adventure in the series, folks. Now, first off, if you want me to get the negatives out of the way for you, yeah, sure. In terms of the film's character development, the only character I felt like was a little too off the mark was the kid that both Helena Shaw, played by Phoebe Waller-Bridge, and Indiana Jones tag along with, who goes by the name of Teddy, played by Ethan Isidore. He's a little annoying to watch, if I'm gonna be honest here. In terms of the movie's comedy, he's not as funny as Short Round was, in my personal opinion. I mean, let's face it, at least he wasn't as annoying to watch in this movie than Kate Capshaw, who played Willie in Temple of Doom, was, so there's that. But still, it's not like he was a bad character or anything. He just wasn't my favorite. That's pretty much it for the negatives. So with that said, grab your torches, sharpen your pitchforks, load your Uzis, shotguns, and bazookas, and get your little keyboards at the ready, because I'm on the other side of this whole debate when it comes to this movie. I actually had a lot of fun with this movie. Sure, it's not for everybody, I totally get it. But for the haters out there watching this review, the only reason why you want to make fun of those people who actually don't have any problems with this movie by any means necessary is that you guys out there do not understand that everybody's entitled to their own opinions. Some people are allowed to say, it just wasn't my favorite, or I thought it was okay. Or they might even say, I don't get what anybody's talking about with this movie. I actually had no problems with it whatsoever. I thoroughly enjoyed it. But no, you had to mention that whole woke agenda that has nothing to do with this movie whatsoever. Matter of fact, why don't you look up that word on Google and think to yourself what that word actually means? If you can't see it, then there's your answer laid out in front of you. Plain and simple. So why even make it a big deal anyway? It just doesn't make sense to me. Anyways, now that we got that sore subject out of the way, let's get back to the characters. Now, I know a lot of people would get mad at me and say some negative things about what I have to say about Phoebe Waller-Bridge's character, Helena Shaw. But for me, I had no problem with her. Sure, she talks a lot, but she does have a tragic backstory that explains why she is the way she is, which I won't spoil at all. Just watch the movie and you'll see what I'm talking about. But I personally thought she was a fun character. Again, she's no Willie Scott, that's for damn sure. Also, I thought the story of finding the Dial of Archimedes was actually fun for me. Sure, to you, it felt drawn out and far-fetched. But for me, like I said, I'm on the opposite side. I had no problem with the story of finding this specific dial that sort of travels you back in time to any timeline you want. In terms of execution, it felt at least original to this particular story. Again, draw your own conclusions. I'm just letting you know right now that those hateful comments that may benefit my own thoughts on the movie are bound to happen at some point. But at the end of the day, I'm always going to remember the wise words that were said by Timon and Pumbaa from The Lion King.
Hakuna Matata.
What?
Hakuna Matata. It means no worries.
Bring it on, haters. Your words don't mean anything to me anymore. I rose above that, and it just proves that you calling me names and saying some harsh words to me about a simple movie just shows me that you're no better than what you are right now. You have become less of a person than what you were originally made to be. That's just how I see it anyway. So with that said, let's get on with the basic filming pros that made it worth it to watch for me, shall we? The CGI, as well as the film's set design and practical effects, always looks stunning to watch. Even when the action sequences kick into high gear. When it comes to the film's camera work and cinematography, the set looks so well articulated and well structured that I was even on the edge of my seat, just seeing those action stunts on the big screen right in front of me. They look like something that Tom Cruise would even pull off, which is kind of a coincidence because I already paid for my ticket to see the new Mission Impossible movie this week, so stay tuned for my review of that soon. Now, like I said about the comedic timings, those comedic tactics that Teddy does in this movie that I personally thought felt a little forced, the comedic timings I thought were very effective, and pretty hilarious was the comedic chemistry between both Indy and Helena. Their banter was really hilarious to watch, but they can also bring out some heartfelt emotion during their chemistry, especially during the last half hour of this movie. Again, no spoilers, but that ending part was really emotional for me. Sure, some people may find it anticlimactic, but for me, I don't feel that way at all. I was hoping that Indy would come out of this alive by the end of the film. Again, like I said, no spoilers. Just watch that moment in the movie and you'll find out what I'm talking about. Also, the direction coaching from the same guy that brought you Ford vs. Ferrari, James Mangold, I thought was really good. Sure, he's no Steven Spielberg, but I feel like James Mangold has a very unique passion to this character, and you can tell that he put in that same love and respect. And Harrison Ford delivered as the character superbly well. So with that being said, folks, in the end, I don't care what you hardcore haters say about this movie. I personally thought Indiana Jones and the Dial of Destiny was a solid conclusion to this 5-movie saga. The action was exciting, the characters were a lot of fun, the story was enjoyable, and the CG effects in this movie were gorgeous to watch on screen. In short, I am going to miss you, Indiana Jones, but I will cherish the adventures that you went through forever and ever. And as a result, I don't care if I'm gonna get hate mail for this. I'm brave and bold enough to say it out loud and proud. I give Indiana Jones and the Dial of Destiny a solid 5 out of 5 stars. I cannot help it. I'm a huge fan. And this is probably the first Indiana Jones movie that I saw in a theater in my entire life. So again, dislike this video and leave hateful comments on this video all you want to your heart's content until the fat lady sings, but that won't ever change my opinion about this movie. I enjoyed it, you don't have to enjoy it yourselves. Just don't be a complete jerk and say something vulgar about it, or else I'm gonna have to block you. Them's the rules, you know. So Indiana Jones and the Dial of Destiny, have you seen it? If you have, let me know in the comments what you thought about it. Do you agree with me? Do you hate my guts now? Answers down below nicely, please. Also, if you like this video and you want to see some more, make sure that like button shines in your face. That'll totally help me out a ton. Also, share it with your family and friends and favorite it. That's a very good way to show support for this review. Also, if you're new to my channel, make sure to subscribe and ring that bell right next to you so you can be notified of future videos that I have in store for you. Also, if you want a shout out in a future video, just follow me on both Instagram and Twitter, and I will choose one of my Cinedroids to be displayed as a shout out. The link's in the description below. Also, follow me on TikTok so you can catch updates on upcoming reviews here on this channel. So if that interests you, the link to that is in the description box below the video. Also, I set up a YouTube channel membership program for you guys where you guys don't have to do this if you don't want to. I understand that. But if there's a rare chance that you are interested in doing so, if you're watching my reviews on your computer screen that is, there's a little join button that you can click on below this video. So that way you can have access to loyalty badges, custom-made emojis that I created for myself, and monthly perks that you can choose from. So that way it'll show appreciation to not only me, but also to you guys as well. Also, for those of you who are watching my reviews on any Apple device you have, be it iPhone, iPad, iPod, or whatever Apple device that you have on hand that's right in front of you, there's a link in the description so that way you can do so for your Apple device as well. But however you watch my videos, go to the link below, become a member, and let's get to know each other a bit more. Also, if you want to subscribe to my gaming channel, there's either a link in the description or at the icon card at the top right corner of your screen. Go over there, subscribe, and let's just have fun together. But until then, I'll see you next time. Peace out.